Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. In today's video we are going to be doing some more maintenance because, well, I'm struggling to find cars to review and other exciting things to do, so I'm sticking with a few maintenance videos for now. And this car has a few little things that I can tackle myself and that are getting neglected. I count on doing 3 or 4 things. So the mirrors, they have these little rubber boots. These are quite perished, so I've ordered a set of new ones. They are replicas because I don't think Mercedes sells these anymore. I have a little cover for the windshield wiper arm that it's completely faded, and thinking about it, maybe I could have just painted it, but it was relatively inexpensive. I have a little rubber gasket for the fuel neck, which I do think that's why I have a little bit of diesel spilling all over the side of the car, as well as the most important little piece, which is the fan controller inside the car for the HVAC unit. I have a little nipple now, and I've bought the original actual thingy to move it back and forth. To me, that's the most important part of this whole maintenance video. Hopefully it will be interesting to watch, and it will be a diary of me doing some maintenance on this car to keep it on the road as pristine as possible. I'm starting with a low-hanging fruit, which is this little trim cover, which, I mean, it's just basically plastic. This right here, this is what we are gonna remove, which is basically just a matter of prying it. They are basically identical. I might just keep the original one and perhaps try to paint it, because it does seem less brittle than this one. Okay. Ah! Wow. See? I can be a mechanic too. Very cool. Looking fresh as a cucumber. Cool. On to the next one. Now, for this little task, I decided to get my mechanic gloves. I'm gonna get a little pick. I wonder if this is gonna work. I think maybe I should remove this. Okay. I wonder why this has fuel here. Yeah, so this does look, yeah, this rubber is completely perished. Simply touching it, Okay, that came out really easily. Yeah, and as maybe you can see, this is looking pretty bad. Now, if I cannot get that new gasket there, that seal, I think I'm gonna be in trouble. Let's give it a little wipe first. Let's put this on just in case. Okay, I mean, it's looking pretty grubby. Now, let me see if and I have here a new seal from Mercedes. In theory, it's just a matter of getting this groove onto the metal. Let's massage it. Is it just this? No, can't be. I wonder if this now is sitting right. I mean, it does seem to be pretty good on there. Wow. Is it just this? Super! That was easy enough. This closes still? Yeah, nothing is interfering with it. Now I just need to keep an eye out for whether I get fuel coming here or not. But it's strange that I get fuel over here. It's very strange. As of right now, done. On to what I think is the most delicate work here, which, okay, that was easy. And yeah, this is broken. I still have the little piece. Why does this have a wire though? It makes no sense for this to have a wire. And now I have 3 Phillips screws that I'm going to remove. Okay, there's a little plug. How am I gonna remove? Okay, easy. They're all cracked. I'm trying to figure out how on God's green earth this comes off. And yeah, I'm not really getting the gist of it. So how this is supposed to come off. So I'm guessing, if I screw this up, I bet I can't get this piece again. How am I supposed to get this out? There's a plug. There's a huge plug right here. Should I remove these pins? Let me see. Looking like so. Brown here and black and red. Okay. Okay, now this should just come off. Oh, it is attached like so. It's very brittle, very stiff. This should have been replaced a long time ago, actually. I do imagine that the part that I'm replacing it with will not last nearly as long. And also, if you know what this plug is for, I'd love to know. So now, I think I'm just gonna... This rubber has now become just brittle plastic, and I think yeah, I'm just breaking it off. Screw it. Let's hope I'm not doing something silly. This is the old part. It's definitely seen better days. I'd love to give this a good wipe, but beggars can't be choosers. Now that I've removed this, probably the way that I should not remove it, I wonder if it's just a matter of going like so. I might not have enough time to record the other side today. And since it's new rubber, it possibly will not have trouble clearing over. Why am I under the impression that I'm not doing this the right way? It does seem a bit sloppy. There's still this big separation right here, which I'm actually not sure how to fix, but I do think we're gonna just keep it that way for now. Massage it and pry it. Okay, like so. There's actually these little two holes, which I'm not entirely sure where they're supposed to sit. It's definitely looking better than it was, but there's still this little gap right here. I doubt they came from factory like this. And I'm gonna install it like this. I'll look at this after, I guess, because I'm running out of time now. I got other things to do. Okay. It does seem to be on there nicely. As I said, I don't have anything good enough to wipe this with, so please do not judge me. Just feed this through. You got a point, and yeah, that's... Now let me get another one. We have two screws on. Let's just plug this connector, which I still do not know why it has this connector, since there's nothing electrical on this mirror. I can't wait for everybody in the comments to roast me because I didn't install this properly. It was pretty simple. Now, just get that out of the way. This little nipple should be, yeah, there's a little, okay, I mean, yeah, sitting on here, it doesn't look as bad. It doesn't look as bad as it looked before, that's for sure. Yeah, the paint here is all cracks, but I mean, it looks a hell of a lot better. It is now currently the next day, and I come back defeated. I mean, not actually 100% defeated, but I was not able to finish what I started yesterday because I had other things to do. In this lovely little rubber, so I wasn't able to fit it yesterday. Why? Because I just couldn't get one of these corners over the metal bracket of the mirror housing. I then went back home yesterday and I kept thinking, okay, I gotta fit this, because I just had a big hole right here. And I even sent an email to the person who sold me these covers asking, well, how the hell am I supposed to get them on? He did not reply to me, but I did find another video where someone, he actually dismantled all of this. So there is a trim that goes around here, and he removed this, then he removed this back, and he slid the rubber over the actual mirror. I did not remove any of this, but I was able to simply slide this over. In hindsight, I would have done something a little different, which would be heat this up in the oven before doing this, because it was a bit hard, and I don't know if it stretched a bit or not, but it wasn't ideal. However, I did need to put it inside the oven because I still could not get one of these corners to clear the metal bracket. So yeah, basically I fitted this whole mirror and the rubber inside the oven at 50 degrees C, and I was then able to easily stretch this over the metal bit. It's now fitting lovely. I do think it fits a little bit better than the other side, and it gives the car a much nicer look and a bit more polished, I guess. However, I do think, and I'd love to know if I did something wrong, all of the experts online are going to tell me perhaps, but there are still very little gaps here and on the other side, which I would assume, I never saw this car brand new, but I would assume that they weren't there from factory. Yes, this is a reproduction piece, but let me know if I did something wrong or if it just looks like this. If it's just simply a cover, it's not supposed to be watertight. And now we are actually going to do the part that I'm most excited about, which is the HVAC slider. So now I'm going to install the most rewarding piece of this whole puzzle, and this is actually OEM. I got it from Mercedes, and I'm not entirely sure how it fits. It's simply this little adjuster thing, which my grandfather, he actually found this and put this on, which, I mean, it does the job. However, it is not factory. God damn it. So I do wonder how this fits. If it's like, yeah, it is like so. I think it's like this. Wow. Factory. Looking very nice. And that's it for this video. It was just me fixing very little things on this car. I do get a sense of involvement by doing these little things myself. I like getting involved with these types of things. I know they are very simple. However, whenever I'm driving the car, I now get the sense that, oh, I fixed that. Now that looks much better. And it's very soothing, at least to me. And I bet people can relate as well. These were just very minor issues that this car has. It has plenty more issues to fix, and I'm trying to get to those as soon as I can. However, this is my daily car, and I do not necessarily have a space appropriate to work on it, and I don't know many of the things as well, so I'm trying to learn as I go. If you've enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing, as it helps me tremendously, and thank you so much for watching these videos and supporting my channel. And I'll see you in the next one.